Hello, Musto0063 back for part 8 of I Want to Find My Destiny. Last time I took out completed the mountainous area and took out Storm Elemental. So this time we're going to be taking on stage 8, the jungle area. And I do hope that I don't crash into quite as many spikes as I was doing on stage 7. And I should also say before the first one appears, yeah, I hope none of you are afraid of spiders. This is the start of a multitude of screens where we're going to have spiders kind of popping out at a moment's notice to royally get in the way. Whoops. Fun enough, that this one here you can kind of take a little bit of a shortcut, but probably not worth it. You can go through the webbing or the whatever the hell it's kind of hanging on to, yeah. So don't worry about that. And that's obviously how I got through the bit at the top by doing that. I wouldn't have been able to get through otherwise. But say you can actually kind of I don't want to say cheat because it's just taking a shortcut. But that was a terrible jump. Drop down. Almost in the wow, that was badly timed. In the area where the spider kind of drops down to, it is possible to do it that way, but yeah, much more tricky and probably completely unnecessary. So this section introduces obviously all these frogs, and it's mainly just a timing thing to make sure that when you are about to land on a platform, that a frog is not going to be landing on the platform with you. For the most part, it's fine. They're reasonably slow moving. It's reasonably obvious to know when they're going to land. It's reasonably obvious to know, to time that kind of stuff out. So yeah, I don't think that's too terribly tricky at all, really. Whoops. That was a bit lucky. And yeah, first, obviously, of several screens where the shrub is blocking, or partially at least, blocking our path, so that we can't quite see exactly where we're going. And as you clearly saw there, directly above my head now, the shrubbery did a very good job of hiding the fact that there was no platform there. Wasn't sure at all, but yeah, clearly there is no platform there. But yeah, it's just not like it really obscures that much. So yeah, I don't think it's anything really too much to worry about. That must be the right thing to do. Fake it out and then. Yeah, fine. Just making sure I know exactly where I'm going. So yeah, fake it out and then drop down. Ow! Bit of a waiting game, this one, every single time, because you are going to have to wait for the spider to... Oh, damn it! Recoil back, but yeah, oh well. A few tight-looking jumps here, I must admit. This one in particular. Don't think I did manage to pull that off, but I didn't realise there was a spider about to come down. Yay! Very well hidden. Probably what I should have done is take stock of. So yeah, there's another spider over on the right hand side as well that I'm going to need to worry about. Not before I get to my next save, but yeah, there is another one I'm going to have to worry about. Yeah, I should have taken stock of where. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to do now, going forward. Whenever I get into a new screen, just take stock of. Bugger! That's probably trying to do that. Oh, actually, I don't need to wait for that one. I could just drop down immediately. Oh, well, that makes things much nicer. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do, something like that. Yeah, I will, try and now take stock of where all the spiders are, so that I can kind of prepare myself. Actually, that's going to be far better, isn't it? Just do it that way. Yeah. If indeed there are any. Okay, so I don't actually see any here, or if they are, they're extremely well hidden. So, yeah, I can just progress on here. Damn it. And this bit will obviously just be about finding a pattern in the hedgehog so that you can get through. Damn! And not screwing up final jumps horribly. To be honest, it looks like there's multiple ways you could probably do this in terms of the timing of the hedgehogs, but I don't know why I'm trying to rush this. There, that's by far the simplest way of doing it. Let's do that, not rush and die stupidly. It's not like it's taking massively longer either. Like maybe saving a second if I tried to do it quicker. Let's just not. Why? That sodding spike at the bottom there. Again, I could maybe test once what happens if I walk off the edge, but no, I really don't want to. Don't really want to have to worry about pixel aligning at all. That's... I thought very bad, but it worked out kind of well. Let's just not screw up the final thing. Good. And a save. Yes. I didn't take stock of the screen. I can't see any spiders though, so yeah. Damn. That looks like it could be a bit of a pain, actually. I think I've maybe underestimated where I'm going to have to drop an awful long way there. And there's for those hedgehogs. And I'm probably going to have to use a double jump there. But oh well, maybe I'm making a mountain out of a molehill there. I was conscious that I was just about missed the perfect opportunity to kind of go there, and I was like, okay, let's see if I can make it. Let's not wait another whole cycle. But no, couldn't quite pull it off. Okay, so yeah, let's try and be a bit clever about the timing on that. Yeah. Okay, so here I want to get in between them. So obviously I can jump out through there and not stupidly, like I was doing so much during stage 7, die to spikes that I should never, ever, ever be anywhere near. Okay, yeah, I think I've got decent timing for that down now. Thank you. That one's a bit more excusable because it's a very tight looking gap I've got to cross there. And I'm very conscious again of not jumping too low, such that I wouldn't have enough distance to make it. But yeah, that spike being there is can be a huge pain. Oh, come on! The screen is not my friend. This screen is not my friend, and I keep dying really, really stupidly. Right. There we go. That's actually far less tight than I thought it was. Yay. Right. More obscuring shrubbery. I don't see any spiders. If they are, they're extremely well hidden, and yeah, well, if you catch me out, you catch me out. Okay, that was easy. And another gimmick. So these bugs, or whatever they are, we're going to need to bounce on them in order to progress. Can be kind of a fun little area. Can be kind of annoying at times. Am I trying to do this the wrong way? I don't know. I don't think so, because now that's out of my range, unless I go faster. Somehow. Ah, there we go. But then I need to be very careful about that spike at the top there. Yeah, obviously I need that top one working in my favour. I need it, I need it over on the left-hand side when I make that jump. Interesting. Interesting, particularly when you screw up your double jump. That makes it more or less impossible. Yeah, I'm not overly happy with the timing of this. It's obviously doable, but I think there must be something better than what I'm doing here, because I feel like the third bug here on the left is just like too far over to the left for me to get the height I want to clear that. It's not, the timing's just not working. But if I'm any more over to the left, then I wouldn't be able to make, I wouldn't be able to reach the one on the right. Okay. And let's catch the bug when it's on its way back. There we go. That was way closer than I would have liked it to be, but thankfully it still worked out. More frog sections. I don't see any spiders. Oh, that was dumb. Yeah, the frog sections tend to be quite easy. I think there will be a screen coming up where there are more on screen that we'd have to worry about. But as I talk about how easy it is as well, I die to them. Brilliant. But I mean, they're very predictable enemies for the most part. There we go. Oh, come on. What did I say about spikes? Oh, come on. This is silly. Oh my good God. Right, thank you. Better flipping do this. No! Lovely! Why is this so difficult? Maybe it isn't, I don't know. That doesn't look like it should be difficult at all. I'm not even... yeah. Oh! The trick to this just seems to be you need to obviously just not hit the... Oh my lord! Not jump like and go too far to the left that early. But if you don't, I don't see how you're gonna make it past the one on the floor. Thank you. That was not good at all. Spiders. And this is a screen you're really going to have to kind of rush through. Particularly this bit. I don't know what happened there. I thought I was off the edge of the platform, but apparently not. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. Don't know what really happened there. This one's going to be interesting. I think how on earth I'm going to do it. Thankfully there's a save right there, so yeah, it's kind of somewhat of a help. But, okay, that works fine. Not too bad then. Good. Okay, hedgehogs, narrow spike weaving. Doesn't look too bad. For the moment, anyway. That jump doesn't look nice. Right before the save as well. Yeah, I'm not sure there's really much in the way of advice to offer here. Just obviously just look for the safe spots when the hedgehogs are not around. Good, good, good. Nope. No, 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 no. Let's be sensible about this and wait till the hedgehog was going to be on the right-hand side. Okay. Lots of frogs this time. Probably worth spending a bit of time looking at where they're all going to bounce, but yeah, you know what? I'm just going to try and mad dash rush through it. I think that's probably works. Tends to be the way these kind of things go on these kind of games. That ultimately just rushing through stuff ends up working quite well. Now this is kind of annoying because the timing on that is a little bit irritating, and I got through it pretty quickly, and I screwed up the final jump. Lovely. And I got to do the whole screen again. There's no halfway point save or anything. Yay. Yeah, getting the timing on this so that the frog is low enough to be able to get through there is kind of tricky because it's most of the time it's jumping. That's terrible. There. Got it this time. And indeed, that's the end of the level. Yay. I was going to say those do not look particularly well in sync. Spider. Very easy to miss that one. I should do really. Oh, you're joking me on that. I actually really like this final screen of this stage, just because I mean, it's pretty simple if you don't screw up horribly. But I just like how it's got all of the enemies on it. So you've got the bugs at the bottom, you've got the spider, you've got frog, you've got hedgehog. It's just a nice way of having all the different enemies that you encounter during the level on one screen. That's a kind of nice design, that one. All these side things. So anyway, that is level 8. Time for the boss, and I must admit this is probably one of my least favourite ones, just because I think it's probably a bit harsh to say that, but it's probably ended up being one of the more difficult ones, and just naturally that ends up being one of the least favourite ones. But yeah, that's not to say that it's not good, but yeah, I think this is probably one of the most difficult ones. Here we go. And that's terrible as well. So here's the first thing that really kind of annoys me. So now actually just, even those first 3 seconds, the very first thing you almost have to do on the boss is this. Obviously not land on the spikes, wonderful demonstration. Twice, I might add, wonderful. But I will try and maybe demonstrate a bit later as to why, if you don't, you end up getting completely screwed. Basically, the spider comes down and shoots that goo all over the platform, and if you are not... and if you don't fake out all the... Yes, so let's do that. So, okay, let's do this. So if you kind of like go over here, you kind of just end up getting stuffed because the thing... The plants or leaves or whatnot, remnants remain on the platforms. So the only really way you can do it is to kind of fake them all out so that none go over to the right and then jump back to the left before the spider comes back. It's really, really odd for like the first thing. I'm just gonna have to so learn these patterns again, or I'm gonna get stuffed. But yeah, you need those remnants obviously to go away before you can even think about jumping back. But yeah, if like at the beginning of the fight you just don't jump, you just don't do that double jump over to the left, you're pretty much dead. It's a very bizarre way to start the fight, knowing that you could pretty much screw up in like the first minute. Okay, so these things, you're likely going to be over on the right-hand side of the screen when these come. So, yeah, just got to find a pattern for that. Then we've got a few bees, I think they are. They're nothing to worry about. And then we've got a huge, long section where we just have these spiders going along the path. You can obviously see exactly where they're going to go. They will home on you when they start. Then we have another. Then we have this section. I've kind of got way ahead of myself here, but whoa! And I haven't really had much of a chance to explain many of the moves, but I'm guessing we're going to get a chance at the moment. And I've screwed up. See, look at that! I kind of got so far into that last fight that I was kind of like, just kind of went straight into the next fight without really kind of thinking. Didn't go to the left, double jump, and I was immediately screwed. So yeah. Believe me, get the friggin' hits in when you can. As you might have been able to tell from pretty much like now, or when those kind of like spike balls appear, he is unhittable for, it must be, what, I don't know, at least 20 seconds, possibly nearer 30. But yeah, I kind of like want to be on the left-hand side of the screen when he does this, so when he appears and shoots these kind of like projectiles out, they are pretty easy to dodge. You can just, stand on the platform without having to do it. This bit, jump across from platform to platform, pummel him again when you get the chance. This attack I always hate, but I kind of feel that you need to kind of like jump through the goo or whatever it is. And once he's gone over, done it twice on the right, then you need to jump over to the left-hand side because then he'll put goo on that platform. Hit him again. I've screwed this bit up, I think, but yeah, then he comes down, shoots more goo, shoots more bees that home in on you. Again, you probably want to take the chance to hit him when you can here. It can be quite difficult. And then we get a fabulous little bouncing section where he makes both platforms covered in goo, and you need to bounce off them. And if I don't screw up here, we could do it! And then that's pretty much the final bit anyway. Oh my god, I can't believe that went by so quickly. Don't worry about dodging any of the goo that spewed out there. That's completely undodgeable. That pretty much was the final thing, to be honest. That last little attack there. After that, he will go up and then he'll repeat the pattern again. But seriously, that first attack, and that's what he will do, is such a pain in the neck to avoid when you're not automatically kind of set at the edge of a screen. Because to time out, because again, if you're in the middle and you start shooting that goo, you are screwed. You have to be at the edge of a platform. You have to kind of double jump away, and it's always a pain in the neck to time out when he starts his second cycle again. So yeah, although we didn't get to see the completion of the cycle, I'm pretty sure that was his last move before we started off again. And yeah, I really probably need to kill him before he starts off again, because trying to time out starting off, the cycle again a second time around is a pain. But oh my god, I can't believe that went by so quickly. Clearly I'm still remembering, his attacks. I mean, things like the order of attacks I've kind of got down mostly. I mean, I had a bit of trouble, must admit, with the storm elemental and the lightning, remembering that was happening. But I think the order of attacks for pretty much all bosses, I've kind of still kind of know. It's just kind of knowing where all the safe spots are and everything. But yeah, wow. That's one of the more annoying bosses, other than maybe like the final ones. So yeah, can't believe that went by that quickly. Oh, that was brilliant. Yeah, we're all on to stage 9 then. And yeah, I shall say that for next time. So until then, cheerio.